Waiting a couple of seconds. Okay, seems to be... We should be actually live. One moment. Okay, yeah, we are live. All right, today we're gonna continue improving our current application. That's basically a notes app that I've created using Antigravity. So the goal today is just to basically improve it, just to have, um, just to make it better, basically. In sense of security updates, features updates, and also tests, because updating tests is also part of the plan. Yeah, so let me check that sound is going through. Yeah, okay, it's all good. So guys, as I said again, let's just first of all, let's take a look at the application that we have. No, not Notes app. And yeah, so basically that's what we have right now. We can just swipe to remove the item. We have the settings screen, we have about, which is not implemented yet, and stuff like that. Export as JSON, import JSON, also export notes as PDF. For example, if we add a note here, we can always export this as a PDF file, which is good. So let's think through. Let's think about logically what should we add next. I would say that we need to add some preference screen, because remember we implement the settings, the menu bar right here, but no settings page yet. So we're gonna say, okay, is anyone in the chat? No, not yet. Guys, please be active. Let me know what do you think. I'm open to any suggestions. So first of all, let's say implement settings page, add it to menu bar at the top, add it to menu bar at the top. Main screen. Then that settings screen, add a button to clear cache, which is going to remove clear cache, just to clear cache, yeah. Set on the setting screen. Let's do it like this. Add a button to clear cache. Add a button to remove database, to nuke database completely, because who knows, we might run into some issues. This is just basically debug stuff. um, also also let's have add a checkbox. Say this one passcode on opening the app. I think it's good, and a good idea like this. What else? Uh, I think that's good so far. Use the same cyberpunk style, I would say. Yeah, I think it's fine for now. Checkbox says, but do not perform any actions yet. This screen will be added later. Okay, so that's what we're gonna implement. Let's copy this and let's paste this to anti-gravity right here. Yeah, and we're gonna choose the different model. Let's pick this Gemini 3 model. Yeah, I believe this is a good idea. Let's do it like this. Okay, guys, let me know in the chat. What do you think? Okay. All right. Yeah, I like the way how it's organized actually. The whole stuff right there. It's good for the most part. All the screens. And the more functions you add, the more interesting it becomes, because we need to implement some kind of security measures there as well later on. Activity. Yeah. Accept. We need to also add some kind of logs. Those logic could be actually moved to utils instead of just file utils. It could be alerts utils, toast utils, or whatever. We can modify this logic to make it better as well. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This is so interesting. I mean, people building stuff with this tool. Actually, I wanted to show you something. If we do, first of all, let's do adb root. Yeah, where the root adb shell. If we go to cd data, well, first of all, let's accept all those changes. Yeah, so if we go to data, this is where the application data is located for all the applications. In this case, this is our Notes app application. Yeah, let's accept those changes. So yeah, just take a look here. If we go to data, once again, then we're gonna see a bunch of cd data. Never mind. Okay, we can see the packages here, and we can find this package. For example, if we go to cd com3, you can see there are a couple of apps that I made. Notes app. Let's go, and we see few folders here like cache, databases, and files. If we go to cache, we can see that there are those PDF files that we have either exported or imported, or some PDF files right there. So basically the cache could be quite a messy place if it's not managed properly. So let's accept those changes. Yeah, let's do it this way. Okay. Wow, many changes. updating down repository settings string. Of course, it's updating the strings as well because we have new strings. So yeah, it's gonna change some stuff there and there. I have lots of changes for today. Okay, guys, let's continue. So let's go back. So basically those nodes, if you navigate back, we can see they have databases and files. Databases, so basically nodes database, um, and files, profile install, okay. Then if we go to code cache, we have this. All right, so basically this is the data of the app. Actually, if we do it like this, yeah, basically all the apps that we have installed on our emulator have this kind of packaging, and you can probably take a look at some other apps as well. Let's say shop vulnerada, for example, this, or insecure shop. The insecure shop is just one of those apps that allows you to learn cybersecurity and Android testing. Let's go to insecure shop as well. Shared preferences, by the way, this is the most common place where insecure applications store their preferences. Let's go to shared preference. Yeah, pref XML, prefs XML, not the best place to store stuff. As you can see, everything is just like this. Even the password is stored in shared preferences. Well, this app is specifically made to show you how you should not do stuff, but in this case, it's just horrible. Like HTTPS there, a username is there, so yeah, yuck. Okay, so successfully implemented, clear cache, nuke database, button to delete all nodes from database, require passcode, check functionality to be implemented later. Yes, so let's build it. Okay, this is Android Studio. Let's relaunch the app. Okay, guys. Let's do this. Let's see. Um, yeah, basically lots of things to improve in this simple application. It's not as simple that as it seems. Okay, so this settings require passcode on opening the app, clear cache, and nuke database. Let's see. Let's go back to our application. cd com 3. Let's go to cache. So we see those in cache. Let's clear it, clear cache, and let's, yeah, as you can see, it's performing properly. It's removing this cache from data. Nuke database. Let's see, actually, gonna, yeah, as you can see, the cache folder is completely gone actually. So if we go to database, if we do the nuke database nuked successfully. Nice. I mean, it just emptied this stuff, but since it was empty anyway, we don't see any much changes. Okay, next thing. let's do it like this. I want to add some kind of login, logging, not the login screen, but login, so I can see what's happening. And yeah, let's do it this way. So add login for the app globally, only in debug mode. Of course, we don't want this kind of stuff when we do release. Uh, so this is only going to be in debug mode, globally only debug mode, and it should log all the actions performed by the app. The the tag should be UI nodes. Yes, implemented for all operations. So we need some kind of login that we can debug. So far so good. Let's just leave it this way. Okay, folks. Let's continue. I mean, the main thing is that I'm having fun myself, and I hope that you are gonna like it as well. Because again, I'm just building my audience and coming from travel audience because I used to be making some travel videos in Russian as well. It's just interesting to see how many people are going to be interested in this kind of content and context. So let's see. But so far so good. So basically just working on our app. The thing about this anti-gravity tool is that it's quite new, and it means that we don't really have much stats about when exactly those tokens are expiring. For example, I'm generating right now a Gemini 3 model, and at some point it's just gonna stop because those tokens are not forever. They're only for a specific amount of requests. So let's see. Start activity, intent, notes activity. Yeah, I like it actually. Try catch. Yeah, some things could be improved, but so far so good. Handling part, launch application JSON. Then. Yeah, Kotlin code. I got used to Java code, but this is also quite good. This is where all the things are headed, I believe. So let's see. Oh, it actually didn't remove the XML files. It should clean up all this stuff because it's outdated. It's no longer used because we're using Jetpack Compose. Drawable, and we also need to update the icon because we have just standard Android icon. Not that good, but it's also the best way to run out of tokens. Because if we use it to generate images, it's gonna run out quite fast. You know what, guys? Yeah, I'll just stop it. Let's again use Cloud because it takes forever. What's going on? Yeah, it takes forever. Sometimes it just gets stuck after a few launches. When we do this on Gemini 3 model for some reason, maybe I should use actually the low version and it's gonna just perform it faster. Let's see. So we need to maybe um, change the icon. Logger, okay, nice. So it created a new class in utils. Logger, UI nodes, accept. I like it. I like it's decided to create a separate class for this nodes presenter. Uh, let's see. So it should add some kind of logger. Logger D. As you can see, logger D on node. Yeah. Any instructions? It's so far so good. Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's gonna say imported successfully or failed. It's nice. Good. This is exactly what we need. And in the future, it should implement all those logs for all the actions, because otherwise it's not great. So this is the conclusion. Actually, sometimes you should use the other model if you run into issues. Who knows? Maybe it's the better solution. What about other pages? Notes presenter, settings presenter. Yeah, logger D. It's actually added all the stuff to all activities, to all actions. I don't like it that sometimes I need to fix the corrupted database because who knows, was it actually corrupted? Let me fix it properly. You might broke it yourself. So honestly, we could just use it. We can just implement ourselves this logger stuff. But as you can see, there's so many actions you need to edit this one to that it just could take some time. Setting screen. Oh my gosh, so many imports. Top app bar defaults, color, UI theme. Nice. Summary, okay, created methods. So this is what it added. So attach view, detach view, load nodes on node clicked on a, yeah, nice. Maybe even too much for some things. Close, show error, export PDF. Nice. I love it. Let's keep going. Let's just go back here. Let's do this. Let's clear this stuff. And ADB logcat. Um, GUI. Let's launch the app. Few unresolved things there and there. Uh, let's just unresolved reference build config. Yeah, because as I said, I asked this one to only perform that in a debug build, but I believe it doesn't have this logic yet. That's why it needs to create this class or do something about it. Fix this compilation error. Okay, guys, let's keep going. Accept. Exclamation adding from apps package. Okay. It doesn't have the class build config. Uh, that's why it confuses. Hmm. Where's this class? Build config. It's not there. Yeah, so basically it's gonna move the configuration to build Gradle, uh, duplicate build types, block, yeah. So I fixed this one by removing duplicate build types, hiding build config true to the build features section, enable the generation of build config class. Okay, let's just sync and see how it works. Is this import actually necessary? Let's see. Build config true. Okay, it's fine. So Make build tag. Doing stuff. Why is it not working? It should show all the logs. Let's actually go here. Let's just do it like this. Some filtering was not applied, but let's just take a look here. Yeah, yeah, we can see that we have the tag right there, DY nodes. As you can see, we have all the logs right there, all the for the queries, like query and all the stuff. So yeah, I press the button right there, and let's say I enter text, test1. Yeah, and then it just says detach view on destroy. Yeah, basically bunch of removing on delete node ID 13. Okay, nice. So basically it just tracks all the nodes like this. Yeah, then if we delete like this, yeah, show nodes count 0. Nice. On the settings screen, if you press clear cache, it says clear cache, cache cleared, completed successfully, require passcode. Yeah, it's not implemented yet, but and it doesn't even display anything. So Nuke database, and it shows everything. Yeah, so like this. We can also change the log levels, like debug errors and stuff like that, just to reconfigure it the way we want. I was clearly doing something wrong with filtering, pardon me, guys, but logging stuff is working properly here, so this is how it should. Hello guys, it's nice that you actually replying, sending some comments, communicating with me. I have some experience coding in Java, and but I have not coded that much in the recent years. So basically, showing stuff to you, how I basically modify the app, the Node app, using the modern tools such as Antigravity, and learning stuff myself. Yes, it's like not exactly learning how to code, but educating myself on new stuff, on the changes and stuff like that. Basically, understanding it all in practice, I would say. Because I'm a test engineer myself, so I used to be writing tests, automated tests, and now I'm more like into learning deeper into the Kotlin and Jetpack Compose stuff. So yes, basically the app performs what we want exactly. It shows logs, and we can modify the behavior further. Okay, hi guys, once again, glad to see everyone here. So, guys, back to drawing board. Basically, we've been implemented multiple features here. For now, it's mostly like an note-taking app, and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. It's gonna be mostly about security stuff as well, but in this case, we're just coding the app. So it's like this. Yeah, and search also works. Like if you type like this, nothing happens, and it also displays all the stuff. Basically, says unclear search, so it displays everything here as it should. Nice. Okay, next feature is going to be adding a login screen to there. We need to add. We need to think through. First of all, let's do it like this. Add the login page and make it at the login page. It's going to be in Cyberpunk style, like the rest the app, and it should have it should have only the 4-digit 4-digit code field. The login page should only appear if user set the require how is it called? Go to settings, the require passcode. Should if user removes the code, it if user unchecks the require passcode, next require passcode, then it should set that flow. Add all necessary logging to app that flow. So the code for that is going to be stored in shared preferences, which is not the great place, to store stuff. But in this case, we're just going to do it like this. So let's do it. We're going to change it later on. We're going to update it. But for now, it's just a simple app. And we are making it intentionally not the great. Not the greatest. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Cool. And we should be able to make features should be chat with yourself. And we should be able to make profiles. Chat with yourself. What do you mean chat with yourself? Is it like it's like an ability to have some kind of journal in the app or profiles? Yeah, I mean it could be possible. It could be possible that we implement the profiles there, and we should also make database schema changes for that. Basically, we need to have multiple profiles, multiple tags. Yeah, there's so much stuff we can add. Yeah. So propose changes, utilities, preferences manager, utility class for shared preferences. Use encrypted. Yeah, it's gonna use encrypted. Use encrypted shared preferences. Basically says use encrypted shared preferences or standard shared preferences. I mean, nice that it asks. For now, let's just use standard because I want to show you guys that you should not do this. Use standard shared preference. It says for now. This is the implementation plan that we provide for Antigravity, and it's gonna basically perform it. Okay, add command. MVP view show error navigate to main. Yes. So Cyberpunk style for digital and entry UI, custom pin input for visual feedback, entry point for login, determines if settings new passcode will validate existing. Installing update. Wow. I like that Antigravity is installing update while performing some stuff. Let's proceed. Okay. Guys, we're using the Cloud Sonnet model. You can pick anything that you want. There are multiple models available. Of course, you can pick the one that you need for this specific scenario. In this case, we're just going to use this one because Gemini 3 Pro is kind of slow, and I want to quickly do some stuff, maybe do some mistakes and then fix it. You mean, are you new to coding? I'm not new to coding, but I'm trying to basically make the app using the AI features, in this case, anti-gravity. Yes, so this is how it works right now. You can all write it by yourself, or I can write it by myself, but it's just gonna take some time. With anti-gravity, I can do it like over like a couple of hours. Uh, Okay, next question. No tech in chat style, a self-chat feature, custom. Yeah, I like those features actually. This is something that we want to implement in the next streams. For now, we're just like revamping the experience, updating it, and then we're gonna really, really good ideas actually. I'm using two tools here. So first one is Antigravity. Antigravity is basically an extension for VS Code, like a plugin for VS. No, not exactly the plugin. It's like reskinned VS Code. It's using the VS Code engine because Cursor or any other apps are just basically, as well as Anti-Gravity, is something on top of the VS Code. And yes, I'm using the Android Studio for launching the application. It's performing changes exactly in the same folder, like Anti-Gravity performs changes, and I just observed those in Android Studio. Okay, so this is the changes that it makes. Let's just implement all those changes. Accept. It's gonna change lots of stuff. It's even changing the Android manifest, like right here. Yeah, because it adds a new activity, of course. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we need to fix some kind of stuff there as well. But I like your changes. I like proposed changes. It's actually like adding profiles is something that I want to add as well. Okay, so it's added. Now, next thing that we want to do is just to close it. Let's run the app once again. Most likely it's gonna fail because there could be some build errors. Typical. So guys, this is not about learning to code from scratch. This is more about using the anti-gravity to code stuff quickly. This is what the stream is about. You can see the first part where we just built this from scratch. I literally built this from a couple of prompts. So first stream was about building the base. Second stream was all about building additional features. Now it's all about improving the experience. And next stream again is also going to be about improving the experience and adding some tests because it still takes some time. So it's quite interesting for me. So I'm not saying that I'm not doing any mistakes. I'm doing lots of mistakes. But by watching this, you might see live how the vibe coding is going through in those days using anti-gravity. New tool. Okay, any questions? Let me know. I especially like this input. I mean, seriously, guys, I love this input. Okay, require passcode. So if I press this button, guys, it should ask me to enter the passcode. Settings presenter load passcode state. Is passcode enabled? Yeah, it basically says false. Is passcode, but if I check it, what? It says set up passcode and then crashes. So this is the crash. Bring to view cannot be used by present. So I have different ideas about why I did that. Actually, what happens if I launch it? Notes app. Let's do it this way. Settings. Require passcode. Yeah, it just crashes. First of all, let's do this. Let's just clear the cache and nuke database. It could be related to this, and let's just relaunch the app. Notes app, settings, require passcode. Expected bring interview requester is not built before parents are placed. Fatal exception. Basically, something is happening when you try to open this new dialog. As you can see, it shows it for a second and then just crashes. And this is not good. Let's just copy this and say fix when I'm trying to when I'm pressing on require passcode button, require passcode checkbox. It crashes and shows like this. Let's think what it's gonna propose, how to fix this. Crash is happening because login screen is trying to request focus before the composable is fully laid out. Yeah, the issues with the focus request are being used too early. Let me fix this. Okay, and this is happening into this new login. Logger, not logger. Login. Okay, new folder created. Login activity. Login screen. Request focus. Okay, so now it's gonna do race condition basically. Looks like race condition. The passcode should now work correctly. Let's restart it. So it's not about corrupted database or anything like that. It's all about the view is not being shown at the proper timing. Okay. Yes, we should actually center it horizontally, but it's okay. Okay. What? So next problem. Next problem here is that require passcode, and you cannot actually enter this. Oh, okay, it got the focus. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Nice. Okay, and then it stopped. Let's do it like this. Press. Okay. So something is not right here. First of all, let's take a look here. Enable distro activity, Kotlin uninitialized. Yes. Again, some race condition happening. That's why it just crashes. Again, some race condition happening. Fix happening. App crashes on launch after setting the passcode. So it's going to be the first problem. And second problem is focus the keyboard when it needs to, and you need to enter the passcode. Currently it's not shown. Let's do it like this. Yeah, you're saying in the chat, you're saying that we need to add the logo as well. Of course, but the reason why I'm not doing this kind of stuff, the reason why I'm not implementing the logo, because it is too much credits. Yeah, basically tokens. Sorry, tokens. And in this case, if I use too much tokens, it's just gonna stop working. Like at least the Gemini 3 Pro model is gonna stop. So I'm doing the logic first, and then I'm adding all this glancy stuff afterwards. That's the logic that I have. The race condition, causing crashes and autofocus. Okay, so it added some kind of stuff there. Race condition moves the passcode check from on create to on resume. So basically, this is the application lifecycle, Android application lifecycle, guys. Like on create, on resume, on pause, and others kind of activity lifestyle, not lifestyle, life cycle. And if something is wrong, then it just crashes or do some wrong stuff. Or especially if you're using the apps, for example, if you navigate away from the app and then you return back, you know some crashes happening in this case, or data is lost, for example. This is because the on resume method is not properly implemented, or it has some memory issues. Let's say you don't have enough memory uh, on your device, that's why it crashes or reloads, stuff like that. So basically it's quite interesting, but in this case it's just race condition. Okay, so let's go back and let's just no let's relaunch. One 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 one. Next issue. Ah, this is wipe coding, guys. It drives me nuts. Infinite. Welcome. Welcome. Mm. Notes activity on destroy detach basically just infinitely goes through. Ah, guys. First of all, let's do it this way. Let's force stop. Let's app info. Now it's gonna again this. Let's uninstall it. Okay. Cache is there because the cache button was just moved around. Anyway, let's just restart it like this. Um, let's go here, settings, require passcode, 1111 1111. Uh, okay, basically, uh, navigate to main is not even executed here. Uh, check mode, yeah. So the navigate to main is not executed. The passcode check is happening in the loop. Cloud is not performing the best code. Check for preventing normal flow. When login activity navigates nodes activity, they on resume check happens again and blocks it. Let me fix it. Oh, fun stuff. This is fun, guys. And all those different models have different kind of issues. Uh, so we need to constantly rewrite, update the code. Let's see. Nodes activity has checked. Yeah, basically some flags are not getting updated properly. Yes. Okay. So when it executes the intent, navigate to main, it forgets to send this flag true, and that's why it just doesn't go through. Um, this is, by the way, how it navigates from login page, from login activity to main activity. by executing this navigate to main function. And as you can see, so basically intent this nodes activity class, put extra, and it needs to send this true value and then start activity intent. Otherwise, if it's not sending that flag, if it's sending false or nothing, it seems like that's why it doesn't launch the main activity. Let's check that. Okay, okie dokie. What? What? It crashed again? Let's relaunch it. As you can see, sometimes unable to destroy activity. Notes activity. Fatal exception main. It crashes on start. Let's switch to Gemini 3 Pro Low. It crashes on start. Well, first of all, let's do this. Let's uninstall because let's first try to remove the cache. Because 59 megabytes, my gosh. For what? Yeah, so it only crashes when this setting has been enabled, basically. Require passcode 1111. Doesn't fix this. Persist. The login screen keeps asking for pin code over and over. Logic to make it robust. By the way, let's be shell. Let's go to shared prefs. cd data cd com Dmitry y notes app. Let's see shared. As you can see, there's shared prefs now, and it's not encrypted because I intentionally have not added it. Let's dy nodes. If we just take a look here, dy nodes, we can see that passcode is there. To stop it from crashing, we can just remove this value and set it to false. Okay. Logic to use a singleton session manager instead of the intent. Exactly. It needs to use sessions instead of the intent extras. This will ensure robust session state across activity transitions. Nice. Nice. So basically it's gonna be much better now. Great. Let's see. Yeah. Basically, I'm using the Gemini 3 Pro. Now, as you can see, low. Oh, you're saying the cloud's not thinking. Because as you can see, there's not all the models available right now. So maybe this is... Since anti-gravity is still kind of in the beta, as I believe. Or they're still checking it out. Oh my gosh. So much logic has been totally revamped. Because relying on intent is really not a great idea, because intent could be nuked in the sense that it could be changed, bypassed, or you can use some free the tools, for example, to fake this kind of intent. That's how it's not really great. It's basically looking at all the changes that the clothes are not made and saying, okay, I didn't touch this, I didn't touch this. Oh, this is not me to blame. Nice. I like it. Guys, this is so fun. I mean, try it yourself. Try to build something like this yourself. I've built a few tools. For example, the file manager, this one, damn simple file manager I built recently, which is .NET kind of application. And I mean, I like it. It's like performing the exact actions that I want, only those actions. Like settings ini file, and this file is just basically just showing settings the way I want. I would say I just saying true or false, and it's just using those values from here. I don't need any Glancy settings screens. So yeah, I believe that everybody should start building applications and learning about those. And I'm doing a bunch of mistakes, which is totally fine. But as you can see, different models have different opinions on stuff. And without understanding underlying logic behind all this, you cannot do everything perfectly. And I think that the model generation okay. And if it succeeded, as you can see, the limit. Okay. Let's at least hope that it's gonna fix this issue. Yeah, I mean, definitely Git rollback, and I totally understand that where you're coming from, but this is just a simple app that we are building. I'm not yet pushing this to Git, but I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Of course, you need to create different branches depending on what feature you're implementing. But as of now, this is just basically creating the main skeleton of the app, and then we're going to push it to Git and use it and update it the way we want. So if the generation limit is exceeded, my focus is now on surgical change, especially with the nose activity. My gosh, it's gonna change it so much. It's gonna change the logic. Oh my gosh. Is it even generating stuff or not? Because it says generating, but if the limit exceeded, what exactly this is going uh, to do? Because I believe it's gonna break a bunch of stuff. So yeah, Git definitely is a great idea for this case, but we are building like an educational app, and up until this stream, I was just thinking about creating a template. Now, the more we do it, the more I understand that basically need to um, upload it somewhere, or maybe just have it locally. So yeah, we can just do it locally, of course. We can just create it all like this. Huh. I believe it's stuck. So continue working on session manager. To make robust login experience and preserve. It has all the logs, is logged in, changing from, and yeah, if we implement multi-user mode, then it's gonna be different. Um, Lots of cases to think through. Lots of cases. Uh, Guys, do you have any? This is just a fun stream, first of all. This is not all about just building stuff and making it completely perfect. It's about discussion with you, talking about stuff. So if I have any ideas of what you want to build, let me know. Hmm. Because maybe you have some particular pet project in mind that you want to build. Uh, Let me know. Maybe we should communicate and decide. Not decide, I mean, maybe I can give you some input. Maybe you can give me some input. So let's just keep this flow going through. I'm not saying I'm perfect programmer by any means. I admit that I just need to improve a bunch of stuff in my head. I basically understand the basics of how Android application works, and I used to work on Android on a degree, but it was some time ago, and yeah, I need to update some of my knowledge. So, okay, it's nice. Passcode login screen, technical flow. Okay, nice. Basically, it says architecture overview, session manager, login activity. So session manager, logs to expect. It just says all the logs. App restart. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. First of all, let's completely delete the app because I believe it's gonna be different logic now. Let's launch it. Okay, let's go to settings. Require passcode. Okay, good. So it didn't crash, it didn't do anything weird, which is good. It's a good sign. Now let's just create the first node. Let's close the app. Let's activity on destroy detached view. Nice. Let's launch it. Uh, 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 and it crashed. So shutting down VM. Then we just restore activity. So probably this is the cause. Late int property presenter was not initialized. Nodes activity in this. So this is nodes list page. Activity showed in no detail. Okay, that's just so basically something again in the sense of moving from login activity to nodes activity, nodes list pages, something in between. The session manager is not doing something properly, and that's why it crashes. Most likely, this is the case. Yes, so it's better. No, it's actually fix this crash and launch and pin code flag is set to true. And first of all, take an app you made should have set password at the very first screen. Once password is set for the first time, the user should go to settings. No, not exactly. Well, Some people actually just use a single user device, have a single user device, and most of us actually, and maybe you don't want to have any password. So, or it could be Face ID, of course. So basically, not exactly. I don't agree on this point. In settings, there should be options saying I don't want the password anymore. The flow would take the more robust, user-friendly. Um, Basically, there's right now a settings which says clear cache and nuke database. And but yeah, and there should be a third button which says just no longer use the login screen. But this is fine. We can add it later. Yes. So let's see. So it's not like we are doing something wrong here. It's just like we implementing stuff. If it's not properly done, we just revamp it. So as you can see, step by step. So I agree in some sense with you that you could think about all those cases right from scratch, but sometimes you're just experimenting, seeing which one is better. Um, yeah, as you can see, it all works now. Seems like we finally got it. We finally got it, guys. Uh, and also there should be some by the way, what happens if we enter the incorrect one? Because as of now, incorrect. Good. Basically doesn't go through if we have incorrect code. Um, and there should be options saying, I forgot the pin code. It should be some kind of hint. Settings, okay, and well, I mean, you said there should be some button to remove the login screen, and just actually there it is. We just uncheck it, and it no longer asks user. So we have the screen. So this is not the problem here. Yeah, it works like this. So I'm not sure, Crown Man, what exactly do you mean, but this is how it works right now. So basically, you can uncheck it and remove it. Next thing is that. So for now, we just have again this shared pref. Hmm? Ah, nice. So it removed the passcode enabled. What? Value false. Passcode enabled false. Should be some outdated stuff. Uh, what exactly does it mean? Hmm. Yeah, center password is also one of the things that we need to improve the horizontally. But again, visual stuff should be later. The main thing is logic and security. Right now we have security issues, and first of all, where is updated so that uh, secured shared prefs are now used. Also explain why this is appearing in shared prefs and some old logic. Ah, this is this is happening because I disabled. Obviously, it was a day. It's a late night. It's a late night, guys. Yeah. So let's just use yeah. Yeah, that's all right. I removed the passcode. Encrypted share preference, yeah. So basically, it's gonna use encrypted share prefs, and yeah. So and added security crypto dependency, updated preference manager, so it should be good. So yeah, it's gonna use the proper uh, values now. Let's see. So we should probably clear the stuff. Notes app. Let's just we can use ADB uninstall. We'll just remove it like this. Who cares? Um, why? Sync product with Gradle files. Yeah, we need to sync the Gradle stuff. That's why. Yeah, Gradle sync in progress. We need to sync. So that's how it all gone through. Now let's launch it. Let's see. Okay, so let's do it this way. Remember, guys, we're gonna set the passcode. The passcode is gonna be something simple. Okay, now we're just gonna close the app. Um, secure share prefs, yeah. That's why if we just, as you can see, it's now crypted. Let's just open Notes app. Good, it all works as we want. Now, visual changes. Okay, visual changes. Center the login, the passcode field horizontally so that it appears correctly. As you can see, guys, quite impressive. That was developed in a couple of hours. Login screen, yeah, space by alignment center vertically. Yeah, basically Jetpack compose stuff. Row, spacer, cool. Let's launch it. Mhm. Good. So the password is centered now. And what else? I was thinking that in settings screen, we should also specify the version first of all. Then we should specify the database schema version, because once we decide to update to more stuff, it's going to be different schema versions and it's all going to be done seamlessly. Otherwise it's gonna, or we need some kind of logic uh, to update from previous schema version to a new one, like if we add new rows, new columns and stuff like that. We need to update it. But for now, honestly, guys, for now, I believe that's just basically what we done for today. Yeah. Okay, guys, I believe that for now it's fine. On the next stream, which is probably gonna be tomorrow or in a couple of days, we're going to improve the app and make it better. Apart from the passcode, we're gonna actually write tests because today so much time was wasted on fixing the login screen. And login screen is actually quite interesting because we implemented the okay, settings presenter session session manager, for example, is logged in, set login. Sometimes I feel like it would be faster to write it by myself than to revamp it all and rewrite it. But I love the fact that we able to build something in quite a short time, couple of hours, half a day. It's not production ready, of course, but we got to some point at least. Okay, thank you guys. Yeah, now it's a note-taking app, but we need to improve and add more stuff. Guys, thank you for watching. Of course, pardon for any confusions. I loved the communication because Crowman, Crowman. So I really liked the interaction with you and your suggestions. Lovely. Let's keep in touch. And yeah, subscribe if you like this kind of content. My gosh, it's a late night. I need to sleep. I was not sleeping enough today. Okay, guys, thank you and bye.